When you fly to Corfu, the first thing you see as you approach the runway is a small church in the middle of the water. It's called Mouse Island. It's a really popular little spot on Corfu on every postcard. We don't send postcards anymore. When I used to travel to Greece back in the 80s, Corfu was the first Greek island I visited. I stayed at a place called Ipsos on the east coast with a shingle beach and a little bit of nightlife. The island has changed quite considerably now. This is Corfu town, which is the main town on the island. It has French, it has Venetian, and it has British influences. All the people that have at some time administered the island. It's covered in olive trees. It's very, very green and a very, very beautiful island, which is why it was the first Greek island to be commercialised. I have a special part of my heart to Corfu because it was the first place that I ever worked. In 1985 I left my job and became a holiday rep at Corfu, and I worked here for 2 years. 1 year in the north of Ireland and 1 year in the south of the island. This is the Achillean Palace, which was built in 1890 by the Austrian Empress Elizabeth. Her nephew was Wilhelm II, who was the man that started the First World War. The Achillean Palace used to be a casino in the 80s, then a museum, and it was featured in the film For Your Eyes Only. So much luxury accommodation now in Corfu, not like when I was here in the 80s when it was very, very basic. Many of the big chains have invested in luxury hotel. This is Palio Kustritsa, which is the most scenic part of Corfu. It's where all the tour buses go to. It's a beautiful spot on the west coast of the island. The west coast is the most scenic. It has the most beautiful beaches and it has some very stunning mountain scenery. Great if you're hiring a car, but you have to have your wits about you. This is Sadari in the north of the island, Canal de Moor. Very popular family resort right at the north tip with sand and shingle beaches and a small village type atmosphere. Beaches on the west coast of Corfu are sandy. The beaches on the east coast are shingle and round the south at the top and at the north they are sand and shingle beaches. The water is absolutely crystal clear. It's part of the Ionian Sea and the group of what they call the Ionian Islands, which also features Kefalonia, Zante, Lefkaz and Ithaca. Covered in olive trees planted by the Venetians back in the 15th century. Corfu is a really, really beautiful island, and one which is only 3.5 hours flight away. Can get local flights to Corfu as well, which is another added extra bonus, so you can fly from Birmingham, East Midlands and Manchester. The television series The Durrells was also filmed in Corfu. That's where he lived. That will be on the north-east coast at Kalani and Barbati. So here's a presentation now about a new property that opened last year in Corfu, and it's called the Olivar Suites.
So here you are, at a place you've never been to. An environment you've never seen before. A history you've never experienced that intense. At a path you've never followed before. It takes you to a foreign place, which offers you a never-seen beauty. From every angle. A surrounding of an exceptional kind, which arouses energy sources in every cell of your being. You feel so alive. You rediscover your inner balance and preserve it for lasting sensations. This place blows away the old, creating space for new ideas. Only then, traveling becomes pure living, and a foreign destination becomes home.
If you'd like further information about this property, please get in touch. Thank you.